Just got your LLC set up? Congratulations. But watch out, your mailbox might soon be flooded with official looking letters demanding money. In the next few minutes, you'll learn how to spot 5 common LLC scams, where to find free resources, and why some people still choose to pay for professional help. By the end, you'll be equipped to protect your new business from unnecessary expenses. So, you've just set up your LLC, feeling pretty good about yourself, right? But then your mailbox starts filling up with all these official looking letters. What's going on? Well, here's the deal. A lot of these letters are trying to get you to pay for stuff you don't actually need. These letters can be pretty confusing, especially when you're just starting out. They often ask for money for services or documents, and it's hard to know what's legit and what's not. But don't worry, we're going to clear things up for you today. Now, before we move on, please know that I earn a small commission if you choose to shop through my affiliate links in the description of this video. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it helps me support my channel. So let's get started. So after setting up your LLC, suddenly everyone wants a piece of the action. But here's a twist. Some scammers are trying to sell you something you can get for free. Curious about the labor law poster con? It's time to uncover the truth of the situation. Let's talk about those official looking letters that show up in your mailbox. They're all about labor law posters, and they make it sound like you absolutely need to buy them right now. But hold on, because there's more to this story that meets the eyes. These letters are pretty clever. They use words like time sensitive and important information enclosed to make you feel like you're missing out on something crucial. And at first glance, they look legit. But here's where things get interesting. If you look closely, you will notice some red flags. First off, check out the return address. More often than not, it's actually a UPS store. That's not exactly screaming official government communication, is it? Then there's the price tag. These guys are trying to charge you around $168 for these posters. That's a lot of money for something you can actually get for free. But wait, it gets even better. If you read the fine print, you'll see a little disclaimer. It usually says something like non-government publisher of copyrighted compliance poster complications. In other words, they are admitting they're not an official source. They're just middlemen trying to make a quick buck of your new business. So what should you do instead? It's actually pretty simple. Head over to your state's official website. That's the one ending in .gov. You'll find these posters for free, and it'll probably cost you less than a coffee to print them. Just like that, you've saved yourself over $150 and got the real deal. That's money back in your business where it belongs. Now, you might be wondering why these scammers are so interested in your workplace walls. Well, it's because they know that new business owners are often unsure about all the legal requirements they need to meet. They're counting on you being too busy or too worried about compliance to question their offer. But now that you know the truth, you can spot these scams a mile away. Remember, when it comes to official business documents, your state government is usually your best friend. They're not trying to make a profit off you. They just want to make sure you're following the rules. And in most cases, they make it pretty easy to do just that. Now, let's talk about a document that's causing quite a stir for new LLC owners. It's called a Certificate of Good Standing. And some crafty folks out there are turning it into a money-making scheme. But here's the thing, you don't need to fall for their tricks. Are you ready to learn how to outsmart these scammers? First off, what exactly is a Certificate of Good Standing? Basically, it's a document that shows your LLC is following all the rules and is allowed to do business in your state. Sounds important, right? Well, it is, and that's why some people are trying to make a quick buck off of it. So here's what happens. You might get an official looking letter in the mail saying you need to pay a fee to get the certificate. They make it sound super urgent, like your business might be in trouble if you don't act fast. But hold up, there are some red flags you need to watch out for. Remember those UPS store addresses we talked about earlier? Yeah, these letters often have those too. And if you look closely, you might notice they mention a website that doesn't even work. That's because these aren't legit offers. They're just trying to scare you into paying for something you can get much cheaper or even for free. So what's the real deal? Here's the good news. You can get this certificate straight from your state's website, often for free or a small fee. No middleman needed. It's actually pretty simple to do. Just go to your state's official government website. Remember, look for that .gov at the end of the web address. Find the business section, and there should be an option to search for your LLC. Once you find your business, you can actually print out the certificate of good standing right then and there. And the best part, it'll probably cost you way less than what those scammers were trying to charge. Let me walk you through it real quick. Say you're in California. You'd go to the Secretary of State's website, find the business search tool, type in your LLC name, and boom, there's your certificate. In most states, it's really that easy. You might have to pay a small fee, but we're talking something like $15 or $20, not the hundreds that some of these scam letters ask for. You see how simple that was? You've just saved money and time by going straight to the source. Plus, you know it's the real deal because it's coming directly from your state government. Now, here's why this matters. When you're just starting out with your LLC, every dollar counts. You don't want to waste money on fake fees or unnecessary services. By knowing how to get your certificate of good standing the right way, you're keeping more money in your business where it belongs. Saving money on unnecessary fees is great, but what if I told you there's a whole network of scams out there all designed to target new LLC owners like you? It's time to sharpen your scam spotting skills even further. Let's look at some other common tricks scammers use to try and separate you from your hard-earned cash. Now, one popular scam is the fake compliance fee. You might get a letter saying you need to pay a fee to stay compliant with state regulations. But here's the thing, these fees are often completely made up. Scammers are banking on you not knowing all the ins and outs of LLC regulations, hoping you will just pay up to avoid any trouble. Another trick is unnecessary filing services. These scammers offer to file documents for you like annual reports at inflated prices. They make it sound complicated, but in reality, most of these filings are pretty straightforward and can be done directly for your state's website. So, how do you protect yourself from these scams? Here's a quick checklist to help you verify if any business-related mail is legit. First, check the sender's address. Remember those UPS store addresses we talked about earlier? That's a big red flag. Next, look for .gov domains in any web addresses they provide. Official government communications will always use a .gov website. And if you're still not sure, don't be afraid to verify the information with your state's business department. They're there to help, and they can quickly tell if something's legitimate or not. Being proactive is key here. If you get any mail that seems fishy, don't just ignore it. Take a few minutes to check it out. As the research says, remember, if you're not sure about something, it's always okay to ask. Your state's business department is there to help. By understanding these scams and knowing how to verify information, you're setting yourself up for success from day one. You're not just protecting your business from unnecessary expenses, you're also saving yourself a lot of stress and headaches down the road. Think about it this way. Every dollar you save by avoiding these scams is a dollar you can invest back into your business. Maybe that's new equipment, marketing, or just building up your cash reserves. Either way, it's money that's working for you, not lining a scammer's pockets. Alright, so we've covered a lot about avoiding scams and using free resources. But you might be wondering, if all this info is free, why do some people still pay for help? Well, there are a few reasons. Some folks choose professional services for peace of mind, especially if their business situation is complex. It can also save time, which is valuable when you're juggling all the tasks of starting a business. Whether you choose to do it yourself or seek assistance, the important thing is to make a well-informed decision that suits your business. If you do decide to go with a professional service, make sure to verify their credentials and check for positive reviews from other business owners. It's all about finding the right balance for your needs and budget. So if you're looking for top-notch professional help to form your LLC, I highly recommend Northwest Registered Agents. With their proven track record, they'll make the process seamless and stress-free. Exactly what your business needs to succeed. Don't settle for less. Choose Northwest Registered Agent to get it done right. You can find the link to their website in the description of this video. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.